Hello, it's Wednesday the 13th of August 2025. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today will be player of games. But as always, it's not my story, it's not your story. Today's story is all about competing in the flashback event called Path of Defiance within Real Racing 3 Update 13.5. Let's get the game on screen and let's have some audio. Alright, so this is going to be the focus for today. As you can see, I already own the car because it's not available as a reward. So for me, it's just going through it again. I'm assuming that I did do this particular race in the first place and not won the Mazda through a limited series. Not sure, can't remember. I'm sure I'll have some deja vu once I start the event. Now, I guess the first thing of interest is it's an 8-day event, which should mean it's 8 stages. So that's a lot of stages. So I thought what I'll do, I'll see how I get on, but I'll look to break it into 2 parts. Probably do 6 stages today and then 2 stages tomorrow. Melvin Lee says hello in the YouTube chat, says hello, welcome along Melvin, good to see you again. And Ozil enters the chat, welcome along, says today I did the dumbest thing. I saw ME7 doing Lamborghini event with 1 upgrade across the board and I did it too. I was short on $R, so I spent, oh dear, 135 gold instead, oh dear. And after stage 2, I was stuck on race 1 for 3 hours and I quit. Oh dear. Yeah, so the thing about people like ME7, and there's a couple of other people like that, is they are, I'd class them as, if they were doing the weekly time trial with a fully upgraded car, they'd get into Group A. And the reality, unfortunately, is not all of us are Group A players, including myself. I'd class myself with a fully upgraded car, Group C. So that's something I'm afraid you're going to have to learn through experience. Never to rush into stuff, and definitely not to spend gold when our dollars are suitable. And also probably to appreciate that if they're doing it with 1 upgrade across the board, it's going to take you a bit more. But that's something that you're going to have to sort of feel it out. Never mind, not to worry. These things happen. Melvin Lee says, the Fifth Guardian, you use what model tab tables brands and how much gigabyte space? I've got an iPad. It's not a Pro. It's the light version. What do they call it? Air. iPad Air. Gigabyte. I think it's either 256 or 512. I can't remember. But it works okay. I think if I was to replace it, I'd probably replace it with a Pro, because the Pros nowadays seem to be as light as what the Air was back when I bought it, which is quite a few years old. The Adventures of 2 Dogs, Valentine and Jaws, says, good evening, Mr. Tony. Well, good evening. Welcome along. Good to see you again. And Ozil says, yeah, their skill set is too high. So I think I did my mistake, learn from it, and will not do it again in the future. That's life as well. That's life in general. Learn from your mistakes. Don't make them again. Don't worry about it. These things happen. They happen to the best of us. And the worst of us. Right, so let's get going. Let's see how we get on. Path of Defiance, 8-day event, which means it's an 8-stage event. Now, I'm going to go through and read all the stuff out this time. We're not in a rush. Let's have a bit of fun while we do the racing. So stage 1 is, oh hello, we're going to be doing loads of different cars. Oh, this could be problematic straight off. Ugh. MAZDA 71C 1983. Now I'll tell you why this might be a problem straight off, is if they're using different cars, the different cars don't get free and instant servicing. So yeah, that'll be interesting. We'll just have to persevere and see how it goes. Right, would you look at that? It's almost the 24 hours of Le Mans. No, it isn't. It's been and gone. Incredible to think it's already been a year. Well, technically it's been a couple of months, but who's counting? Speaking of time, we've been sponsored by the Society, the Historic Society, some historical society, to showcase the win of 1991. So Melvin Lee says, the Fifth Guardian, I use old iPad Air. An old iPad Air 2. 10 years, have big problems. So I think my iPad, I don't know what version it is, but I'd like to say it's about 5 years old. And up to this point, it's still going strong. So if you're struggling, I mean, 10 years is a good innings. It depends what you're struggling with. But yeah, just an iPad Air. But as I said, if I was to get a new one, which I'm hoping that I don't need a new one for quite some time, I'd probably look at a Pro. I'd get this. I think that the smaller version of the Pro, because it's a similar size to the Air, and in terms of weight to the Air that I've got, I believe it's slightly lighter, in fact. So yeah, there we go. Right, Zoe's going to help us as we follow the story of Mazda as far back as the 71C's beginnings in 1983, all the way up to the 787B's victory in 1991. That's right, I'll be here to make sure things go smoothly. Yeah, well, I can tell you now it's already a disaster. And to help you show off what the 787B can do by prepping stunts and driving in tandem. Oh, are you going to have the 71C? That'll be good. Thank you very much. Mazda started their journey with the 71C, entering 2 of them into the 1983 Le Mans under the C Junior group. What is it with all these groups? We'll be starting our journey at Le Mans with 2 787Bs. Oh, thank goodness. Right, okay. So Movin Lee says, the Fifth Guardian, I think battery probably. Yeah. That if there's one bugbear with Apple, it's the fact you can't replace the battery. Well, not easily. I think you can go to repair shops to replace the battery, but obviously it disables the warranty, but it's 10 years old. It might be a cheaper option. Yeah. What have we got? So, take the 787Bs for a spin in this head-to-head, whilst this will be the first time you and Zoe get to control them, you still should be able to come first, right? So stage 1 has 3 goals. So goal 1 is a head-to-head. Unfortunately, it's Le Mans, so we'll be racing for a bit, and you can see there we've got 3 hours worth of free servicing and 3 hours worth of upgrades, and I've already got the car upgraded to 23 out of 27, so I should be all right. I reckon I must have done this before, so I think I'll be all right at 86 PR. Tomorrow, obviously, I won't have any instant servicing left on the car, but I have plenty of rewards involving instant servicing available in the VP section, so I'll be using one of those tomorrow. So I'm going to desanitize Ozil's last comment. Basically, he's not a big fan of Zoe, but I think Zoe's okay. I'm not a big fan of Ahmed because he always tries to get you to race backwards, which makes no sense. But there you go. Zoe's all right. She's all right. She's just, you know. competition. Okay. Ooh, have a listen to that engine. Now that does sound like a 1980s engine. It sounds like a Formula 1 1980s engine. Wonder what it's like inside. Bit weird. Bit weird. I'll bring it back up again because I'm intrigued with the mirrors there. If they're on screen, I didn't check properly. I'll just get around this little bend here and then we'll go back inside. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. What is that? Maybe that? No, not really. Maybe that's the best position. But we'll go back to what I normally use. Right, the brakes are pretty good on this. I mean, it's a Le Mans car, so you don't normally go far wrong with these cars. You're normally able to race them no matter what. And they do typically A, are nicely balanced, and B, the brakes are pretty good. Alright, there we go. We are ahead by 400 yards. I think it's that I had to win this event. Now I'll do the usual again. Sometimes there's like a bot issue in some of these games where if you win by loads or you're further ahead than what it asks you to do, in other words, if it says finish 5th, I try to finish 5th nowadays. But if you finish 3rd or higher and you're like yards and yards ahead when it asks you to come 1st, there's usually some sort of algorithm in the background which makes the computer opponents race harder. So I want to avoid that. I'm not sure if it's applicable, no idea. But we'll play along as if it is. We want every single advantage we can get. So I'll say now, this car's okay. Nice to drive. Relatively balanced. You see, up to this point I've not caused it to skid, mainly because I'm not pushing that hard. So look at that, I'm 800 yards ahead of Zoe now. Let's have a catch up a bit. 700. 600, 500, 400, 350. There we go. Ozil says this sound is still a bit annoying. I think it's alright. It's just an old style engine. Not bad at all. Melvin Lee says I need to change to a new tablet. Which model can you recommend me? Well, if you've got an iPad, you won't go far wrong with an iPad Air, but if your budget stretches to it, I'd go for the smaller iPad Pro. That's what, if I was to replace my iPad Air, that's what I'd be going for. But don't take my word for it. If you can, go to an Apple shop and test them out. See what feels good is what I would do. Poor old Ozil's not having a good day today. Never mind. Keep with it. Keep with it. There we go. Goal 1 completed. Goal 2 nicely done. Let's see which one of you has a better handle on the 787B. Pick an event and see what you're made of. Well, we'll do the day. Now, a bit of advice. When it comes up, you see there, you've got or 3 autocrossers, and you've got an evening and a night. Me, I do the daytime one. I do the daytime one. It's easier to see where you're going, what you have to do. Seconds. There we go. 40 seconds and a bit. Goal 2 completed. So Melvin Lee says, I went to the Apple shop and I saw an iPad A16. What do you think? Well, I think it's more important, what did you think? Did you have a go with it? Did you get Real Racing 3 onto the iPad? Did they allow you to do that? And did you give it a test drive, so to speak? That's what I'd be doing. That's what I'd be asking. I'm sure they'd do it for you. You give it a quick test. Obviously not with your account, just doing a race on Real Racing 3, and that would then be a tick in the box. Lord Night Moon says hello in the chat. Hello back. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. Mohammed Armen says, what is the most priority upgrade for the car? No idea, to be fair. I mean, normally what I would do, what I do in most of these events is upgrade to 3 across the board. That would be what I would be aiming for. So there isn't really a priority. So a lot of people go, oh, I'm going to put acceleration on, or you know, the engine on, or the body. But you've got to be careful about this sometimes, because if you only upgrade the ones that give you better speed and better acceleration, you do tend to cause an imbalance to the car. So there isn't. I don't think there is a preference. I'd by default be upgrading to 3 across the board. It does sound as if for people that are really good can do this with a lot less upgrades. I wouldn't be one of them. So Lord Night Mood says, I did it with 13 upgrades. 6.4 was the hardest for me. Other races are easy. Well, there we go. So we're on to the third part. It's another head-to-head, and I've got to reach a top speed of 200 miles per hour and win. Well, from what I remember, the first head-to-head, we hit over 200 miles per hour quite a few times. So this should be, again, relatively straightforward. As I said, this is all about having a bit of a relaxing session. If you haven't won the car, obviously it's a little bit more stressful for yourselves. What I will try and do in tomorrow's stream is I'll break down all the costs. So I'll put together a cost of sort of like what people are saying they can do it with, and then I'll put down the cost of what I've actually got. And you can see there, I've already done the 200 miles per hour target, so that's it. I've just got to win now. I hope all the challenges are not Formula 1, Le Mans, because the track is a bit of a long one. There we go, we've hit 200 miles per hour again, didn't need to. ...600 yards, 700 yards. Don't want to be getting too far ahead of Zoe. Trying to let it catch up a bit. There we go. Okay, almost at the end of the lap, 600 yards ahead of Zoe again. Slowly round the bends here. Let it catch up a bit. There we go. First, virtual medical doctor Ayaka says, hello, Mr. Tony. I love that Mazda 787B. It is a nice car. Welcome along. Thank you for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Melvin says, iPad Air Pro super expensive. I'm a normal person. Fair enough. Fair enough. I tell you, I have got an iPad Mini, and one of the things I found, because I used to do Real Racing 3 on an iPad Mini, but I do find having the bigger screen helps you to see all the little gaps when you're racing. So it does make a difference, the size of your screen when you're racing, even if it is just a handheld game. Ozil says, my message. Oh, have I missed one? Oh, Ozil says, every event has a countdown of 13 days. Something will happen after 13 days. Will all events end and a new season will begin with new events? Yes, that is correct. So a week on Monday, the new version of Real Racing 3 will be released. So if you haven't started those events, they get locked out. If you do start those events, then they remain open for the time that they're supposed to remain open. So if I started this, for example, Path of Defiance, which is an 8-day event, if I started it on Sunday, the day before the new update came down, it would remain open for 8 days. Hopefully that answers your question. I believe it's is it next Thursday? Yeah, so a week tomorrow. Information about what's in the new game will come out, and I'll do a review of what's going to be in the game on Monday before the release comes out. So UK time, the release comes out 9 p.m. UK Monday, and I normally stream round about 6 p.m. UK time. So there we go, that's stage 1 completed, nice and easy, only 250 VP points. it does take us close to that 60 gold reward in the VP section, but not quite there. Right, I'm impressed you were able to hit that top speed, even though in 1983 the Mulsanne Straight had no chicanes. Just goes to show how much Mazda improved on their 1983 71C design. I don't know, we didn't see it. If you can keep up that grade of performance, I may just be able to convince the society to give us the 787B at the tail end of this adventure. But for now, get some rest. For tomorrow, we're off to Japan. Okay, stage 2, Mazda 727C. Right, I don't think any of these cars are in the game, are they? Could have sworn there was one where you have all the different cars, but it's obviously not this one. Alright, stage 2. Then we'll go to Gion and then Nishiki. And oh, sorry, I was thinking later tonight we could check out the streets of Kyoto. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, we've got to work. We've got work to do in Suzuka. Okay, again, stage 2 has 3 goals. So far, so good. Jamin Pradyun enters the chat on the YouTube side and says hi. Hi back. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hi in the chat. Right, Japan is the birthplace of Mazda. So it's here we'll begin our quest at stage 2. It seems Zoe's already got a head start on you. So to keep ahead of the curve, go out there and beat her best autocross time. Alright, what have we got to beat then? 40 seconds. Now, with people saying they can do it with few upgrades, I guess the upgrade path is a recommended PR and not a minimum PR. There we go. A little bit quicker than Zoe, not by much, 2.5 seconds. Good enough to get first. Oh, do you know what? We're not far away from going up a fame level as well. That'd be nice. Some more gold coming my way. That'd be very nice. Thank you very much. Okay, goal 1 completed. On to goal 2. In 1984, Mazda's 727C managed to achieve a top speed of 215 miles per hour. 15 miles per hour greater than the year before. To honour that achievement, see if you can beat one of Zoe's top speeds on one of the Suzuka variants or complete both of them. Okay, let's go with that one, I think. Top speed, what is it? I didn't see. 169, let's see what we can do. Now, if you were struggling on this, which I don't think I will do, you could have started from behind the start line, but I think I'm going to be alright. Oh, especially as I've beaten it, albeit with a little bit of damage to the bodywork. So the thing is, this whole competition looks like it might be quite daunting because it's got lots of different challenges. But it looks like on a few of the goals, even though there's the potential of doing 2 or 3 races, if you get one of the races correct, that's enough to complete that goal. Okay, there we go. Goal 2 completed, I think. Yeah. Is that goal 2 or is that goal 1? I've lost count already. Yeah, goal 2. All right. Whilst 1991 was the only year Japanese manufacturers won at Le Mans, they create competitive cars every single year. So I organised for the Nissan GTR LM Nismo and the Toyota TS040 hybrid to race against you. Well, that doesn't seem fair. You've got a head start to level the playing field, but it will still be difficult to win. So come at least third. Make sure not to go off track or collide. We don't want to damage these irreplaceable cars. Whoops. 2 laps, Grand Prix circuit, come at least third. That basically means I've got to overtake Zoe. Well, apparently I've had a little bit of a going off track there by 0.1 second. Didn't think I had myself, but hey, I'm not the referee. So look at that, the Zoe's already been overtaken. So, I mean, technically this is another beat Zoe race. So I'm not even going to stop, say so. Right, that is 1 lap done. He's coming up on my tail now. Just let him go by. And Tanika is also on my tail. It makes you wonder what the point of this race was. There we go, and Zoe's nowhere to be seen. There she is, quite a bit back. we go. Goal completed. Prato58 says, very nice event. In some races you can drive the Porsche 962C and the Jaguar XJ9 too. I'm a bit worried though in case I run out of durability on either of those cars, because they'll not have free and instant servicing against them. So that might be problematic for me. Ozil says, is it worth maxing all road collection cars from amateur or even other stages? Also F1 19 cars, 36 out of 36 upgrade, or upgrade till we need to complete the event? Again, you do it in stages. So obviously at the moment you're going to be low on R dollars, a little bit low on M dollars. The first priority is, if in terms of F1, win the car. So you need to make sure you've got enough to win the car. Don't necessarily worry about fully upgrading the car. And then once you've got the car, just take it as far as you can in the series that it's in. If it's 2019 F1 cars, they only cost M dollars. It does make sense to fully upgrade them. And then compete in the, I think it's called Invitational Series for that Formula 1 car. On the road collection cars, I would, if you've got R dollars available, sure. But again, it's more a case of being efficient. So if you only need to upgrade the car to, say, 21 out of 28 upgrades to complete the series, there's no value in upgrading beyond that, unless there's the potential of the car having an exclusive series, which, again, to be fair, in some of the earlier road collection series is unlikely. Melvin Lee says, can you see my comments? So Melvin Lee has asked, can you tell me what model tablet brands, please? I probably couldn't, to be fair. I've just used iPads, so I'm not the best person to advise on that. But thank you very much for the question. Sorry, I'm not able to answer that for you. Ozil says, invitational series for all cars, should I do it? No, invitational series for the F1 cars, but only the 2019. But again, take your time. Don't rush into it, just in case you need the M dollars for other things. I think the focus is focus should be on motorsports earning 250,000 M dollars a day, and in terms of road collection, it's moving those series on so you get as far as you can in terms of completion and open up the next series. Right, so that is stage 1 and stage 2 done. Stage 3 is MAZDA 737C 1985. Leipzig, a pretty weird place to drive a Mazda, right? Yes. But the Porsche test track comes with something very important to our journey, a huge collection of Porsche victories at Le Mans. Porsche won from 85 through to 87 against the 727C's successor, the 737C. And lucky for us, Eric thinks he can get the Porsche to go alongside our history lessons and join the showcase. Here he is. You betcha. The one we're here for is the 1987 Porsche 962C. Oh, hello, here we go. An absolute demon on the track and a real thorn in the side of the 737C. Okay, so stage 3 again has 3 goals. Goal 1. The Porsche 962 debut in the 1985 World Supercar Championship and at Le Mans under the C1 class. It was well ahead of the 737C, so traverse the track and see if you can catch up to it here. We've got 4 laps at the Porsche test track, and it's the long circuit as well. And I guess the event ends when we overtake it. Oh. And my word, have we got a mixture of Porsches in there. So some of these cars we will overtake very easily. So in fairness, we've not technically started lap 1 yet, so okay, into 14, 13 cars to overtake, 4 laps to do it in. Okay, up into 12. It's 11. That's 10. Oh, we're coming thick and fast now. That's 9. Wow, we've had some long races already in this tournament, and we're only on stage 3. That's 6. Oops, that's 5th. 911 RSR there. Not the black one, the one before it. Into 4th. 3 cars to overtake, 3 laps to go. In fact, I see a few cars here. Oh, hang on a minute. That's a back marker already. I think that was the Spider. Another back marker. There he is. Oh, hello, here he is. Troublemaker himself. There we go. Victory! Goal 1 completed. Oh, of course Magnus would be driving it. He must be practicing after his recent humiliations. I'll go suffer through his nonsense to find out where he got the 962C. In the meantime, you should practice by coming at least 6th in this race with an average speed of at least 84.5 miles per hour without going off track for more than 2 seconds. Alright. Shouldn't be a problem, he said. Bearing in mind I've gone off track already for 0.7 seconds, but we should be alright with that. Oh, it's the short track as well. Ooh. This is a bit tight, this one. Finish at least 6, okay. Again, it's another 3-lap race. Well, I say 3 lap. The previous one was technically 4, but I did it in 2 laps, but there was quite a lot of lap 0 to do as well. So I'm in 6 already, so I've already done enough in terms of position. Keep 84.5, oh dear. Oh, I went off track there. Oh, does it not end? No, right. I have to quit it and try again. That was my mistake. I wasn't paying attention. Try that again. So we do have to be careful not to go off track. Okay, there we go. That is start of lap 1. Not quite at the average, I am now. Okay, lap 1 completed. Oh dear. Almost went off screen then. I mean off track then. Oh. And he's through into 6. That's all we need to do. There we go, final lap. I'm in 6th. Come at least 6. I'm above the average miles per hour. There we go. There we go. Goal completed. Mr. Ali, the mystery guy, returns and says, "Hey man, how are you doing?" I am doing very well, thank you very much. Melvin wants me to Google search for his a new device. I'm sorry, Melvin, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, best of luck finding a replacement is all I can say. Jitendra Pratap says, "Did you fully upgrade this car?" Well, I already own the car, and it's got 23 out of 28 upgrades. Melvin says he doesn't understand. Yeah, probably for the best, to be fair. probably for the best. Right, okay, so that's goal 2 completed. Goal 3. They have a fleet of old Porsches here, but Magnus has exclusive access to them. Prove to the track manager that we're worth their time by overtaking 9 opponents and coming at least 4th without colliding. Alright. Where are we? So I guess we focus on getting to 4th. Now it doesn't say unique opponents, so that'd be interesting. Now of all the Porsche tracks, this is my least favourite because it's a tight track. Right, 2 overtaken into 8. Maybe test the theory here. There you go. So it doesn't have to be unique races. You can overtake, slow down and overtake, and I'm in 7th, so yeah. Oh. That's 6. I've only got 2 more places to overtake to, but I've got 4 overtakes to do. But I've actually got 2 more laps after this, so it should be relatively straightforward. And overtake, and then get him again. There we go. Just need to catch 4th now. There he is. Ooh. Just caused a bit of damage there. That could have been end of my race there. Didn't count that as a collision, or rather a hard enough collision. Okay, so that's 2 laps down, 1 more lap to do. I've got 4th in my sights. I finish at least 4th, so I'll just overtake this person once and then twice. Well, there you go. 4th and 9 overtakes done. Okay, there we go. End of the race, 4th position, 9 overtakes, just as they asked. Oh, I tell you what, we are close though to going up a fame level, so yeah. More gold. We like gold. We hate spending it. But that's, I believe that's stage 3 completed. And that's taken 55 minutes. And again, I haven't been rushing. I've been taking my time, having a bit of fun, enjoying my racing. 500 VP. Ooh. Ooh, so close, but no cigar. The 737 came third in the C2 class at Le Mans 85. There's so many different classes. Only a slight improvement on the year before, but Mazda refused to give up, just like I refused to give up on getting my hands on that classic Porsche. So, stage 4, the Mazda 757, 1986 to 87. The 757 followed the 737C and was the first chassis built entirely by Mazda Speed. It completed from 86 to 88, but gearbox problems caused the first failure to finish at Le Mans for Mazda Speed in 86. Meanwhile, the Porsche 962C won both 86 and 87. It's terrible that Magnus has exclusive right to his grubby hands all over it. Something we need to fix. So stage 4 is 4 goals, and goal 1 is Porsche want 2 last shows of skill before they sign you on to take the 962C for a spin. Beat their car in a lap time of 52 seconds. Okie dokie. I hope this is the short track. Dynamic. Oh. We'll have to go some. Well, that wasn't a good start. Let's try that again. Oh no, and oh dear. Oh, you're having a laugh. I went off track. What have I got to do it in as well? That was 50 seconds. 52, so I would have done it. Oh. Right, fine. Let's try again. And look at that amount of drive. Bit of a problem here. Bit of a problem. Here we go. So the very fact that I had a shadow does suggest I have at least done this once before. Okay, that time we did do it. We'll service the car, it's free and it's instant, and we'll also hope we don't need another time trial token. Okay, now defeat this combined Mazda and Porsche fleet whilst reaching a top speed of 148 miles per hour 3 times. Also without going off track for more than 1 second. Well, let's give it a go. Massiage Gamer enters the chat and says hello and welcome. Well, hello and welcome to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Reach a top speed of 148 3 times. I hope I've got 3 laps. Yes, right. Hopefully this will be relatively straightforward. It looks like it is the short lap. Where have we got to finish and win? Let's see what we can do. That's 1. We're in the lead. It's 2. A little bit close there. I think this is the best place to get 148. There we are, quite easily at that time. So my task is achieved in 2 laps. Just got to get round cleanly in the 3rd and final lap. Magnus is behind me. I might let him catch up a bit. There we go. There we go, that's a victory once I cross the line. There we go. Massiage Gamer says Mazda 787B Gran Turismo 4 car and my favourite. Very good. Ozil says this car has got good grip and is stable. Yes, it is. Massiage Gamer says rotary engine is good for me. A bit of old style racing. Now you notice that even though this is a motorsports car, you're actually rewarded $R because this car entered the game before they did the split between road collection and motorsports. Porsche, no, we mean business, and business here means the 962C. Here's our chance to test it out, and then we'll get the fleet for the rest of our journey. Okay, so goal 3, we should make sure to go easy on it so Porsche don't regret their decision. How shall we test this baby out? Win on any of these tracks without going off track for more than 1 second, or just complete all 3 events. So I'm going to do the cup for the short test track, 5 laps. Let's see how we get on. Con Hin enters the chat. Welcome along, says I'm a big fan. Thank you very much, that's very kind of you. Much appreciated. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting in the chat. So we're 10th. Just take it easy. We've got 5 laps. Can't go off track. And we've got a win. Well, I'm already in fourth, third. Oh, I'm making this feel easy. Now, for some people, this might be a difficult race because if you don't own this car, it will obviously have a lower PR. I own this car. I believe I do anyway. So, yeah. Should be a bit easier for me. And indeed, I'm in the lead after one lap. So, I'm expecting just to be able to do the one race and then that'll complete the goal, so long as I don't go off track, of course. But I've got such a big lead, it should be alright. Take me time. But mistakes are easy to be made, so 5 laps is a long time to keep it clean. There we go, third lap, big enough lead, still no off-track activity, which is good. Oh, almost went off track then. There we go. Penultimate lap. Ahead of second by 600 yards. Oh. A little bit close to the edge there. Okay, 4 laps down, 1 final lap. Do not mess up now. Now what's the bet in this car will need servicing? There we go. Easy does it. Let Magnus catch up at least a little bit. Oof. Now it didn't actually show as completed there. So I'm hoping it will in a minute. Looks like the car still has durability left on it, which is good in case we need to use it again. Win on any of these tracks without going off track for more than 1 second or complete all 3 events. Oh dear, has this got a bug in it? Never mind, it looks like we're going to have to complete all 3. That might be problematic. Massiage Gamer says Ayrton Senna, McLaren, 300 overtakes without damage is finished. I have no idea what you mean by that, but okie dokie. Let's have a look. Dynamic is 4 laps, the long is 3 laps. Let's do the dynamic. At least the long I might be able to complete without... I mean, I've only got to complete them. Seems like it's messed it up. we'll do our best to win all 3 of them. Seems like it lied to us. Bit of an error there. They don't even fix the errors, do they? I don't know. Okay, we're into second. I'm not going to push too hard because I can't. I've got to. I don't want to go off track. Basically, I've only got a second. Nevertheless, I am on Magnus's tail. There we go. Oh. There we go. Into first. Oh, this is a long event, isn't it? It's a good job I've decided to split this into 2 parts because this is a little bit of a drag. In the lead by 100 yards. Okay, lap 3, 120 yards ahead of Magnus. It's enough, just got to keep it clean. Oh. Alright, penultimate lap completed, on to the final lap. This time Max is only 250 yards behind me, so alright, there we go. That is the second of the 3 races completed. Still no green. Oh dear, it looks like I am going to have to do all 3 of them. Prato58 says use the crew. If I was not streaming, I probably would, but using the crew usually means playing a video, and playing videos or adverts tends to mess up the audio. Not a problem when you're playing on your own, bit of a problem when you're streaming. Ozil asks, oh right, there's been quite a few. Do you own the McLaren MP4X? Something F1 cars I saw this game's best motorsports. I didn't quite understand that, but I do own the MP4X. Oh, hence why Massiage Gamer said Ayrton Senna McLaren. I thought that was the MP4/4. I think the MP4X is a prototype mega super fast car. Prato says the mechanic. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on with whatever's the servicing is set to. I think I can still win at that, but if I can't, I'll hire a VP reward. I'll enact a VP reward of free servicing for an hour. Drubert Dutter says good morning, Guardian. Well, good morning or good evening where I am right now. It's a weird track. It'd like Daytona plus Austin mix. that one is. I'm not a fan of the dynamic track at the Porsche test track, but I do like the short one, and I do like the long one. And it says win one of these events without going off track for more than 1 second, or complete all 3 events. I'll end up doing both. So I don't quite understand. I can only think there's a bug in that game. Now, according to this, I just need to complete it as well, so I don't need to worry about getting first. So we'll see if that's indeed correct. And good question, can I win with a negative durability in the car? Well, I think the answer is going to be yes. Oh. Of course, the answer might be no. Okay, we're into third. That's not bad. I have gone off track for 0.7 of a second, so I can't go off track anymore. Not that it matters, apparently, because what it's telling me to do and what I'm having to do are 2 completely different things. Welcome to real racing free events that have errors in them. However, look at that, we are in the lead. Get in, my son. Now, I think the reason being is, in case you don't own this car, they'll have made it possible to win against all the computer opponents with a car with 0 upgrades on it. Whereas I think I'll have just, even though it's technically a car on hire, if I already own the car, I suspect it's got my car with the number of upgrades that I've got applied, making it easier to win, even if I've got negative durability. Okay, lap 2. I mean, I'm only just in the lead, but it's enough. It's enough to say, hang on a minute, if only I had to win one of the races. Here I am, winning all 3, and doing it within the allotted off-track time. Well, at this moment in time, that might all go wrong in a minute. Okay, but that is 2 laps done. 1 more lap to do. There we go. Long straights completed. Final part of the 3rd lap. There we go. There we go. Bit of a long one, that one. Hopefully that means we've completed. There we go. Goal completed. How bizarre. Ozil says, can we win this car with 0 upgrades? No. Lord Night Moon says no also. Lord9 Moot says need at least 8 upgrades and skill. Yes, so probably a lot more than 8 upgrades, to be fair. I'm not going to service the car in case it's needed again. And if it is, I'll basically enable a VP reward of 1 hour's worth of free servicing on all cars. No, no, no. The other cars were driving poorly and got in my way. I want a rematch. Okay, so get a load of this guy, right? Look, we've already been lent the 962Cs. You can just finish this event without colliding or going off track. Of course, if you can beat Magnus in the process, that's good too. Right, so we're back on the Mazda. I'm going to make a mental note to service the Porsche once this stream is over, if it's not required again. Ozil says 8 upgrades with skill, so 15 to 20 upgrades without skill. No, not really, cheeky bugger. No. Ugh, there's a lot of cheek in the chat tonight. Right, let's give it a go. Finish without colliding or going off track for more than 1 second. Now it says you don't need to win, but we're racers, so we'll give it a go. So at the moment it doesn't look like I'm going to win, which is fine. I just need to complete it cleanly. Just as well. Not over yet though. Back in the race, back in on the hunt, catching him up. Oh, silly boy, let me in there. There we go, that is, I believe, another stage completed. They're taking a bit longer than I'd initially anticipated. Okay, there we go. Ooh, look at that fame level as well. We are so close to going up a fame level as well. There we go, stage 4 completed. And I reckon that means I'll get that 60 gold. There we go, VP reward earned. We'll collect that in a minute. And off he goes. Magnus sure has his issues. But there's no time for that now. You know, in movies, rich folks grab a fistful of money and make it rain. I wonder how dangerous that would be. But with a fleet of 962Cs, I'm so excited to get my hands on them. See ya. Like a kid in a candy store, and I definitely appreciate the enthusiasm. They'll be useful too because about a dozen of them raced in private hands against the 787B in 1991. So Ozil says, asks a good question, says, you were saying you will do something like 6 stages now and then 2 later, but later will mean you'll lose the unlimited servicing. Why don't you do it now? Well, let me explain why. Let me just read this out, and while I'm doing that, I'll also say hello to Aaron C. John that enters the chat on the YouTube side. Welcome along. Thank you for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Good to see you again. Right, so stage 5 is MAZDA 767 1988. And who, oh god, it's Ahmed. Why did it have to be Ahmed? And who else but me would own one of these fine machines? Yeah. Welcome. I am more than happy for you to take it for a time. He's on about the Jaguar. And if you'll indulge me, let us begin with a history lesson. The Daytona road course is somewhat different from how it lay during the 1988 Sunbank 24. So stage 5 has 4 goals. So let me come out. So first off, the first thing I'm going to do is go to the 60 gold and collect it. Thank you very much appreciated. Now, in answer to your question, Ozil, I do have quite a number of free and instant servicing rewards, not just in this particular round, but also in previous rounds. So I think down here, for example, there's a 1 hour one. There we go, free and instant servicing. So I've got 1 hour and 2 hour ones. So that's what I'm going to use. So that's why it's not a problem. Right, because we're only halfway through the event and we've already been racing an hour and a half, and typically each stage gets longer and longer. For example, stage 5 is again 4 goals. Let's see how we get on. Follow me, staying close behind within 190 yards and keeping up with an average speed of 141.7 miles per hour, and I shall show you the sights. Now this is interesting. You see that it does say a recommended PR of 84.0, and we're halfway through and I've got this car at 86.0. So it's like, ooh, let's see how we get on. Now please be the oh, it's tinted, isn't it? Oh, I hate this one. So I wish it was the proper speedway and not the road course, but never mind. Beggars can't be choosers. Tailgate on me within right for the entire race. Okay. So I seem to be doing all right because I'm close enough. But I do need to pick me miles per hour up, which we should do as there's a long straight coming up now. $141. We're almost there. We'll be all right. $132, $133, $134, $135, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. I'll tell you what, the Jaguar is a pretty impressive beast. There we go. Goal 1 completed. All right, so what's next? No, we don't want an exclusive offer. So goal 2, the 24 hours of Daytona is held during winter, so much of it is at night, but no darkness can stop me seeing victory after you hit a top speed of 218 miles per hour without going off track for more than 3 seconds. Okay, well, we should be able to do that because we've got that long straight. What else have we got to do? Reach a top speed of 218 miles per hour and win without going off track. Fine, if you insist. This time I overtook the Jaguar very easily. How bizarre. Here we go, into first. Just got to hit that top speed. Right, let's do it. 218, 160, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210. There we go. 218. One lap down, one more lap to go. And with it being night, and with my iPad having a reflection, I'm going blind. I can't see the track. At least the track is lit. Alright, Charlotte in second place is only 30 yards behind me, but don't worry. I think we can keep her at bay. Almost out of track. Right, 100 yards ahead. We'll start slowing down through the chicane and then home to victory. .200 miles per hour, 210, 218 again. Boom! Oozle says another race for level 618. Well, let's find out. I reckon we're not far off. If we don't do it today, we'll definitely do it tomorrow. Service the car, it's free and it's instant. Goal 2 completed. On to goal 3. This car is a joy to drive, my friend. Alight from the wheel of your Mazda for just a moment and take control of the Jaguar. Win on any of the Daytona variants without going off track, or just complete both events. Yeah, you said this before. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the road course because it's my... I don't like either the road course or the motorcycle course, but I prefer the road course to the motorcycle course. There we go, into first. 3 laps of this I've got to do. Blimey good now. So I believe again I own this car already, so it should have whatever upgrades I've got on this car. That obviously gives me a little bit of an advantage. Now this, in fairness, this event is a bit long, but it is quite enjoyable. It's not a bad little event. If they could have got rid of the bugs, it would be a lot better. But you know, they're not too annoying. It just means some of those goals take longer to complete, unfortunately. Oh, stay there, that's it. So this is only lap 2, so we've got the final lap after this. Alright, there we go. Push on. There we go. Now it hasn't come up as completed. Maybe the next race I'll go up to 618. Unbelievable. Yeah. That's broken, isn't it? I've got to win both of them. Win one of these events without going off track for more than 1 second. Okay. Or complete both events. Why don't you just say complete both events? So I have to do the motorcycle course. Oh well, never mind. Alright, let's go. See ya, mate. And we are in the lead again. Oh no, slow. That was close, almost went off. I mean, you think it shouldn't matter, but it seems that none of the other rules seem to be working. You never know. Alright, this is coming up to 2 laps completed. One more after this one. Got a bit of a gap to second. Oh, the first skid. There we go, last part of the final lap. There we go. So Oozle says, does brake and accelerator tapping help a lot? I have noticed you do it a lot. It probably doesn't. I just do it when I'm not sure of a corner. So it's just a way of controlling going around some of the faster corners without having to slam your brakes on. It's just my technique, probably a bad technique. Right, there we go, up to player level 618, 68 gold, takes my gold total to 2,227. Thank you, very much. Don't service the car, just in case. That should mean we've completed the goal now. Good. That was hard work. Okay, so 2 Mazda 767s entered the 1988 24-hour of Le Mans up against 5 Jaguars and 11 Porsches. A beautiful ballet of engineering. Now let us see that recreated here at Daytona with you propelling me to victory or just giving us a good show with 6 seconds off skid before finishing third. Okay, what is it you're asking me to do? Have Ahmed finish in first or perform 6 skids, 6 seconds of skids and finish at least third. 2 laps. Easy. Oh, good. Oh, that's a disaster. I said it was easy, didn't I? Now look at me. Oh, and apparently I can't go off track. Oh dear. Oh well, not to worry. Oh dear, what is going on? It's a disaster. So I probably won't win this, but we'll give it a go. We like the challenges. Oh my word, I'm all over the place. Oh, I see, the 0.1 is the skid. It's giving me 0.1 second of a skid. Thank you very much. Right, here we go. Bit of a sneak. But it says I've got to finish third with 6 seconds of skidding, so okay. Let's give that a go. Probably not going to do this particular goal this time round. Too many errors. But we'll persevere, because you never know. You never know. In fact, you know what? I'm not necessarily out of the woods, you know. I mean, you know what I mean. I reckon I can overtake into third. The question is getting the 6 seconds of skidding. Here we go. Probably not going to do it. Shame. So when I messed it up quite a lot, it was pretty close to doing it, so shouldn't be too bad. Now, can somebody tell me, did I not just finish 4th there? And yet, I finished 4th and I didn't have 6 seconds. Oh, maybe Ahmed won. Maybe Ahmed won. Ha! Let's have a look. Did Ahmed win? He needed no help from me. Look at that. I did what I needed to do. Ahmed won. Oh dear. Have you ever seen anything like that? Fantastic. That's what I call a result. Right. Prato58 says this event only need the Sauber Mercedes C11. Okay. Ozil says it's rigged. Well, I don't know about that, but that was funny. I thought, oh, how have I done that? Oh, it's because Ahmed won. Just let Ahmed race. He can win it on his own. There we go. That is stage 5 completed. 750 VP rewards. Won't be getting any more VP rewards today. So I've done 5 stages. What are we at? 1 hour 52. Let's carry on racing. Let's do stage 6. Deal. Your 1988 winner will make a fine addition to our fleet. Tomorrow we're heading to Catalonia to meet with Michael, who will look over our Group C cars before we go any further. Here we are, ready for our review. Michael, want to take it away? Sure thing, Natalia. The purpose of today is to make sure our fleet is up to scratch. We want everything to be in top form for the showcase. Okay, so stage 6, MAZDA 787B, brackets 1989, has 5 goals. Okay, let's see how we get on. Let's begin with our MAZDA 787B. Race a few laps of the club circuit and complete any lap in under 34 seconds. Let's give it a go. Oh, a little bit off the track there, never mind. Well, that was nowhere near 34 seconds. It's because it added my previous time onto it, didn't it? Yes. So I've got to do at least 2 laps then. Fine. Fine. See, there I'm 4 seconds faster than last time. Two, 3. There we go. 33.2 something seconds. Good enough. Good enough. Goal 1 completed. Service the car, it's free and it's instant. So that is goal 1 2, goal 1 2, goal 1 done, on to goal 2. The XJ9 was phased out after 1989 to be replaced by the XJR12. Let's make sure our XJ9 is up to scratch and not in need of replacement by winning this event. Might be problematic, the car needs servicing. Let's see what we can do. Might have to have a 1 hour free servicing. Then again, might not have to. Wouldn't it be funny if I won? I'm telling you, this car's got it in it. Hey, there we go. Look at that. We're in the lead. With a car that needs servicing. You know, it's overrated, this servicing the car malarkey. Oh. I'm only just ahead though. Look at this, we're in the lead. Yay. Not by much, to be fair, but in the lead we are. We're behind, we're ahead of James Emma. Oh, and I've just gonna mess that up. Oh. Not over yet though, it's not over yet. Ah, who am I kidding? Do you know what? I reckon I can do that. I'm not going to service the car. I'll have another go at that. Let's have another go. So we didn't do it that time, but you know what? I should have been able to do it. Let's try again. Go again into the lead. Oh dear. Oh. Just got to remember this car being or rather needing a service. Its braking is just not as good as when it doesn't need a service. But I am in the head. I am in the lead. There we go. Can we stay there this time? I did brake very early that time to make absolutely certain I could get around that corner, and round it we are, still in the lead. There we go. Victory. Goal 2 completed. Don't service the car. Okay, that's goal 2 done. Now on to goal 3. What have we got this time? After 89, Le Mans gained 2 chicanes on the Mulsanne straight. More chicanes mean more corners, so test out the Mazdas on these curvy autocrossers, either winning one or coming at least third in all 3 events. Now, do they mean that? Let's just do the first autocross. Win one of these. Alright, just telling us what to do. Right, let's just see if we can win. And if we do win, do we still have to do the other 2 autocrosses? Well, there we go. One autocross required. Goal 3 completed. Goal 4. Before the chicanes were built, cars reached 250 miles per hour on the Mulsanne. Wait a minute, they're spelling it different now. Straight. It had two ends in the previous goal section. I don't know. That won't be possible here, but try winning this event while achieving a top speed of 199 miles per hour 2 times and an average speed of 115.6 miles per hour, all without going off track. And we've got 3 laps around the Grand Prix circuit at Circuit de Catalunya. So in other words, foot down, stay on track, win. Let's go. What does the Mazda lack? Acceleration. Hey! That was outrageous. How dare he? Okay, we're in the lead. We're about at the average miles per hour. I just need to do the 200 miles per hour, which I think I can do on the long straight, of which we've got 2 chances. This being the first one. That's not going to help. $150, $160, $170, $180. Oh, come on. Come on. Go. There we go. Do you know what? That were close. $60, $70, $80, 90. This just feels too close. There we go. It's 2 times. Ugh. Okay, final lap. around the corner, bit tight. Just got to bring it home first. Everything else is green, so to speak. There we go. There we go. So that is goal 4 completed. Ozil says, when you skid, you still keep pressing the accelerator. Instead, you should tilt your iPad, jerk it in the other direction to gain control instantly. I do that. Well, very good. Thank you for the advice. Crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Everything seems in order. So I think I'll join you in one of the Porsches. Let's do one final race, going for a win. Careful not to go off track and ruin our testing. So win this event, I think it said without going off track. Win this event without going off track for more than 1 second, right? Let's give it a go. So this will be the last race for today. And just getting to stage 6 has taken over 2 hours. Okay, we are in second. But we need to be in first. There we go. Goal completed, and that should mean stage 6 completed. I'll service the car, ready for tomorrow. And there we go. That is stage 6 completed. Now I might just need to read a bit of stage 7 because it normally doesn't let you straight out. So let's have a look. In 1989, while Porsche, Jaguar and Sauber battled it out in the C1 class, Mazda managed 7th, being the only car in a prototype class of its own. Mazda would spend one more year a league below its competitors before the ground-breaking 1991 Le Mans race. But before we can make our way to Le Mans, we'll be heading down under to celebrate Mazda's 1990 entrant. The Mazda 787. Okay, so I'll just read this out because I can't get out of it. So Mazda 787, good day. We're here at Bathurst to celebrate the immediate predecessor to the car you're driving today, the Mazda 787. That's right, mate. The Mazda 787B is a derivative of the 787, a car that made its debut in the 1990 All Japan Sports Prototype Championship and the 1990 24 Hours of Le Mans. Right, so stage 7, which will start tomorrow, will be 5 goals. So we've done pretty well there. We've done pretty well. And again, just to explain, if I go into the previous rounds, I've got some rewards available. So let me just have a quick look. So I'm pretty sure I'll have... Okay, so they're discounts. That's all I've got on that one. Okay, let's go to round 5. Let's have a look at what we've got here. Again, another discount. Another discount. Okay, nothing on round 5. What about round 6? No, nothing on round 6 either. What about round 7? Yes, that makes sense. That would have been the last. I'm pretty sure I've not used. There we go. We have a 1 hour free servicing, and I believe I've got a 2 hour free servicing. So I may pick the 2 hour free servicing from the last round, but that'll be in tomorrow's stream, so that I can complete Path of Defiance, take it from currently where it sits, stage 6, all the way to completion. So completing stages 7 and 8. Now I've just got one more thing to do before I finish for the day, and that is if I go into motorsports, and if I can remember where those bloody cars are, excuse my French, is it an endurance prototype? So it might be. Let's have a look. Right, so we've got the Mazda there. There we go. The Jaguar and the Porsche is in this one. So let's upgrade. Let's service both of them, just in case they are required at all tomorrow. There we go. Both of those cars being serviced. All right. There we go. Not bad at all. Quite a good session, that. Quite enjoyable event up to that point, but I do think it makes sense to split it up over 2 days, because we've been racing just up to stage 6 for over 2 hours. Okay, game off screen, mute its audio. So if you have enjoyed tonight's racing, please give the video a thumbs up or a like, and if you'd like to see more of this type of content, then if you watch on YouTube, then please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian, and if you watch on Rumble, please follow the channel The Fifth Guardian. With that being said, whatever is left of your day, I hope it's a good one. I hope to see you all tomorrow, where I attempt to complete stages 7 and 8. Until then, thank you very much, and goodbye.